For today's health lesson, we're going to be looking at creating a healthy meal plan based on the USDA guidelines. So what we're looking at is the energy that we put in is the energy that we get out. The human body is no different than a car. The gas you put in burns up so that we can move around. But the kind of foods that we eat can affect our energy output. So the USDA the United States Department of Agriculture has created a guideline for the kinds of foods kids need to eat to be healthy. Let's watch this short video.
Sometimes it's hard to know what to eat to be healthy. Sometimes it's hard to know what to eat to be healthy. My Plate is a simple guide to help us out. Notice the 5 food groups: fruits, vegetables, proteins, grains, and dairy. Our plate at home should look similar to the My Plate guide. Notice how half the plate is full of fruits and vegetables. A smaller portion contains protein, like lean meat or fish. There's also grains, like whole grain bread or pasta, and dairy, like milk, yogurt, or cheese. Follow the My Plate guide.
So, what we are going to do today is on your desk, you have one of those USDA plates, just like they have. And so the kinds of things that we're looking for is half of the plate is filled with veggies and fruits. But if you look, a little more than half is consisted of vegetables. A little less than half is fruits. Next, we have our grains, our protein, and our dairy. So, what are some examples of each of those things? Here are some student examples of what a My Plate might look like. First, we have our fruit. Our fruit might be things like berries, like strawberries or grapes. Next, watermelon, or apples, or peaches, or pears. Now, we want to stay away from the ones that are in cans that have that added sugar, or glazed apples that have that added sugar again. Fruit has enough sugar for us anyway, and it's sweet, so it's a really great dessert. Next, we have our veggies. Now, there's a bonus if it's leafy and green. Things like corn and potatoes may fall in the veggies category, but things like spinach or kale or even broccoli is going to have those added benefits that maybe those others don't have. For our grains, it may be bread or pasta. And for our proteins, chicken and fish and steak. Now, one of you said tofu, which isn't quite a meat, but it is a meat alternative that usually fills the need of a protein. Lastly, we have dairy, which are things like milk or yogurt or cheese. Now, if you notice, is there a place for dessert on there? Chocolate cake or vanilla ice cream or any of those kinds of things? No. These are things that we need to eat. This is what our plate should look like. Things like cookies and sweets and things like that should be left as once in a while or an occasional snack, not a part of an everyday meal, at least not a meal that would follow under the My Plate category. It's important, like I said, that we put good energy inside of us because that's the energy we get out. If your plate looks like this, you're going to be healthy. It's going to help you be able to move around. It's going to help you from getting sick as well. If we're constantly got the wrong size of each of those portions of food, then our body isn't going to have the right kind of energy that it needs. For your ticket out the door today, you are going to create a meal that includes all of these parts. It could be a pasta and a salad. It could be a pizza. It could be something like that. But it is up to you to create a meal, okay? That's your only guidelines. I will take that up from you as you leave the room.